Hi everyone and welcome to my brand new channel. I'm a full-time software developer and this is my first video. When I find some free time during the week, I develop software, games, print 3D objects, build gadgets and do all kind of different things. Instead of doing all this alone in my dark little basement, I want to share my progress with you guys. Let's get started and get coffee first. Alright, everything is set up. Oh, forgot the milk. But wait, the title was something about vegan, that's why I got oat milk. It's vegan. For the last couple of months I'm trying to stay on a vegan diet. I saw some documentaries about this topic during COVID quarantine, like Game Changers. However, I don't trust every documentary blindfolded, and I know that those documentaries use manipulative techniques supported by strong visual content to convince that eating meat is bad. For example, this particular documentary showed different positive effects like better endurance, stronger muscles and bones, better muscle recovery, lower risk for heart diseases, and there was even something about positive side effects for longer and stronger hair. You know. Although the positive benefits sound intriguing, never trust what you haven't done before. That's why I decided to go vegan and try it out for myself. Also, I have nothing to lose and possibly much to gain. Of course I'm doing this for the sake of all the healthy benefits and not what you think. And that's where the journey began. I'm following this diet for quite a long time and in general I believe I feel better. It feels like I have more physical stamina. How did I get aware of this, you might ask? Well, I'm a competitive table tennis player and my stamina lasts about twice the matches than before. And the recovery time from sore muscles after sport has reduced quite a lot. However, there are still some issues and questions that are concerning me with this vegan lifestyle. Things like, do I really eat enough? What about vitamin deficits? There is this known B12 issue when eating plant-based. Which supplements should I take? What about those vegan fast food replacements? Vegan burgers, vegan sausages, vegan cheese, vegan chicken nuggets. What even is a vegan chicken nugget? I don't want to miss fast food for the rest of my life. But is this stuff really better than the ordinary fast food? Additionally, there is this overload of alternatives. Overwhelmed by the sheer amount of choices, I feel like a baby visiting the supermarket. That's when I decided I want to build an app. Why? Well, simply because I can and it seems to be fun. Also, there might be some people out there facing the same problems like I do. And it would make me happy to help them in any kind of way. But where should I start now? Alright, let's do some planning. I want to keep everything as simple and clean as possible and still have the opportunity to easily add new functionalities and services like a comment service, a push notification service, a profile service and so on. To achieve this I am building multiple services. Each service has its own dedicated tasks. In the world of IT this is also referred to as a microservice architecture, but I'm not going to excessively try to separate each functionality in a separate service. In my opinion, things can get messy quickly here. That's why I try to create only those services which in my opinion will work pretty well on their own. Let me show you a simple mock-up of my planned architecture. To manage all the different categories like milk, chicken nuggets, burgers and so on, I'm building a category service which represents the backend for retrieving, adding and editing categories. Further, I'm building a login service for registration, logins, authentication, role and authority management. For example, all users should be able to retrieve the category information even without a login. And only logged in users with appropriate roles should be allowed to add and edit categories. Also, I need a service for the front-end web application and a front-end admin panel to add and edit categories, articles and more. One positive side effect of a microservice architecture is that I can scale up every service individually. Just imagine a scenario where many users are trying to log in at the same time, then the response time could be very high or the server might even crash. As a solution, I could simply upscale the amount of running login services. Another positive side effect worth mentioning is that if one service shuts down due to some infrastructural problems or runtime exceptions, then only this particular service won't work and the rest should work as intended. And of course I need an app for Android and iOS, which technically is not a service but more a bundle which I have to upload to Google and Apple. Therefore I don't have to host it on my infrastructure. But let me still add this as a requirement, as I need to develop the app of course. Good. Everything is clear now? Then let's get started. Wait, but where should I start now? Well, to organize my work I use a simple table where my columns are titled To Do, In Progress, Test and Done. First, I populate the to-do column with programming, infrastructural, designing and all kind of tasks. I group the tasks by giving them a label. Each label is also colored differently. Once I pick up a task, I can move it from the to-do into the in progress tab. Once I'm done coding the task, I can move it to test, and after a successful test, I move it to done. This helps me to keep my work kind of organized. For this purpose, I use Trello, which is a free tool for personal use. Alright, but now let's start populating the board with some tasks. How do I know which tasks I should add to the board? I put everything that comes to my mind and help me to get things done on the board. Of course, the experience of previous projects is quite helpful to define important tasks. Alright, let me add some real coding footage here and fast forward to the present. Now let me show you a small demo. This is the admin panel of the app and it will only be accessible for the administrators. That's why it's not styled properly. And of course I'm not a designer. When I click on the categories tab, it redirects me to the login section, because I need to be logged in to access the categories. Let me try to log in with the wrong credentials and poof, nothing happens. Well, I didn't say that I have implemented everything so far. As you can see, a feedback for wrong credentials is missing. But now let's log in with some valid login informations. And here we go, the app redirects me to the categories tab. It's quite empty here. I only added one category for demonstrational purpose. As you can see, the category is titled milk products and it has some subcategories like milk, cheese and butter. You can navigate through those subcategories as well and see more detailed information in the future. But let me add a new subcategory for milk products as an example. Let's add yogurt. Add a title, a subtitle and select the parent category milk products. Then let's add an image and enter some text for the description. Then let's hit the create button. Bam! Everything seems to work. Oh no, I got a typo in the subtitles. I can simply edit the category by hitting the pen and changing the information. Another cool thing is I can create subcategory for a subcategory. For example, let me add soy-based yogurt as a subcategory for yogurt. I fill up the form exactly like before, but as the parent category I can select yogurt. After selecting an image, typing in the description and hitting create, boom, the new subcategory will be listed under yogurt and it also has a visual indent. That's it for now. Most things I worked on are backend and infrastructural related things. That's why I can't show more front-end features with this first devlog. That's it for the first devlog. I really hope you enjoyed it and found it interesting. There's still a long way to go and I have to think about additional features for the app like recipe functionality, calorie counter, daily vitamin reminder and so on. If you have some wishes for the app or want to give me some feedback, feel free to comment down there. I will put the second part somewhere here once it's done. If you want to support me, please leave a like or subscribe to the channel. I appreciate that. Have a wonderful day.